So now let's go on to problem solving number 6. So the problem is estimates indicate that a timber truck will yield an annual profit of 1 million pesos for 10 years, after which the timber will be exhausted. The land can then be sold for 120,000 pesos. If a prospective purchaser wishes to earn 12% on his investment and can deposit money in a sinking fund at 6%, determine the maximum price he should pay for the truck. Now, the problem is asking for the purchaser's maximum price that he should pay for the truck. So, this price is the annual amount that he should pay para maka-earn siya ng 12% on his investment. But nakabantay mo sa problem, wala gi-state diri kung pila ang iyang investment. And this timber truck is an extractive properties, right? So, this is a wasting asset. So, ingon di are, after the timber will be exhausted, the land can be sold for 120,000 pesos. So it means that this 120,000 pesos of yours is the salvage value. Now, first let's identify our given. So R is equals to 1 million pesos. L, the salvage value is 120,000 pesos. N is equals to 10. R is equals to 12%. And I is equals to 6%. Now here, f over a comma I comma n is the the equal payment series compound amount, and a over f comma 6% comma 10 is the equal payment series sinking fund. So this formula can also be found in Household's formula. So let's utilize Household's formula. So P is equals to R over R plus A over F, comma I, comma N plus L, the salvage value, divided by R times F over A, comma I, comma N plus 1. So this functional notation here can be found in this side. So here it is. Walang siya plus 1, pero paki-add lang ko plus 1 if you check the solution. Now, after computing this equation, we arrive an amount of 5,151,961.37. So this amount will serve as our capital invested, less the salvage value, because ato man ang salvage value according to Household's formula. So now we have an amount of 5,031,961.37. So this is the amount required in sinking fund at the end of the 10th year. So simply saying, this will be the amount of your investment. Now, the next thing we should do is find the annual deposit required. So this amount, 5,031,961.37, should be multiplied to series sinking fund A over F, comma I, comma N. So after solving this, we arrive in an answer of 381,764.64. So this will be your annual deposit required. So, atoan ang na-answer kung pila ang maximum price you should pay for the truck annually. So the next niya atong buhaton is pila daw ang annual return on investment. So kung nag-invest siya og 5,031,961.37 pesos, and then ang iyang ginabayaran annually is 381,764.64, then ang annual nga return sa iyang investment is the 1 million minus ang iyahang ginabayad annually, then we arrive an amount of 618,235.36. This is the purchaser's annual return on investment. Now, if we want to check kung ang iyang investment, kung tama ba nga ang iyang investment nga 5 million kapin, tapos ang iyang annual return on investment is 600,000 kapin, kung 12% ba jud ang gina-earn ana siya. So, ang iyahang kita nga annual return on investment, ato lang sang i-divide sa iyahang katong capital invested nga naa pa ang salvage value appeal. So, we arrive an answer of 0.12 multiplied by 100, so 12%. So we concluded that uh, 618,235.36 is correct because the purchasers earned 12% on his investment. Now, for the number 7 problem-solving sample, is the problem goes like this. The annual income from a mine is 100,000 pesos and the life of the mine is expected to be 20 years. Find the price that an investor is willing to pay for the mine if he considers that money is worth 5% and if he is to accumulate a sinking fund at 6% in order to replace the capital he invested. So now let's uh, utilize again the Household formula. That is P is equals to R over R plus I over 1 plus I raised to the power of n minus 1. So our given is R, the annual income is 100,000, N is 20 years, R is 5%, our interest rate is 6%. So utilizing this formula, we come up with this equation, and after solving this, we arrive an amount of 1,295,596.99. So this is the answer to the question nga this is the answer to the question of this problem. Now, if we observe this formula, dali lang sa lantawon kay wala pa man siya na bungkag pero para masabtan ninyo ang formula kung yun sa pag-utilize, first we have to learn the function notation, then sa pagbungkag, then pag-substitute, and then we arrive in an amount like this. So, sample problem on Household formula, another problem na naman. So, here it is. A mine will have a net annual income of 400,000 pesos annually for 15 years. Determine its value if the annual dividend rate is to be 12%, payable annually, and the sinking fund is to accumulate at 7% annually. So, applying Household formula, we have to identify the given. R is equal to 400,000. The annual income or the annual income, then N is 15 years, R is 12%, interest rate is 7%. Now, utilizing Household formula, here is the detailed solution. Here it is, Household formula. Then the functional notation, the formula corresponding to functional notation is I over 1 plus I raised to the power of n minus 1, then substitute the given, then calculate the equation, then we arrive in the amount of 2,503,213.11. Let's check on the answer from the book, then it's correct. So this is the more detailed solution for that problem. So the last problem is a granite quarry purchased for 1,600,000 is expected to be exhausted at the end of 4 years. If the resale value of the land is 100,000 pesos, what annual income is required to yield an investment rate of 12%, use a sinking fund rate of 3%. So, ang ipangutanan niya di are, pila daw ang kitaon sa iyahang granite quarry for 4 years, ang annual na kitaon sa iyahang quarry. So, it is asking for the R in the Household formula. So, first, identify the given. Our investment rate is 12%. Our interest rate is 3%. Our N years is 4 years. So, P is equals investment in the property. So, ang atoang kuan is 1,600,000 minus 100,000. This is the salvage value. And utilizing this Household formula, ito yon. Ito yung formula na ginagamit sa equation. Now, we arrive an amount of 1,511,151.30. So, from Household formula, we have to substitute. R is equals to P times R plus A over F, comma I, comma N is equals to, our P is 1,511,151.30. Then, multiply by this functional notation multiply by R, our investment rate, and then add the sinking fund at the rate of 3% and N years is 4. So after substituting the given, we arrive in an equation like this, and the answer is 5,400, 5,040, 542,000 rather, 5, I'm sorry, 542,544.21 pesos. So that is the annual income sa granite quarry. So that concludes our report for topic 3, valuation of properties. Thank you, and that would be all.